What is going on, everybody out there? Lamont on the run. Today we're at the Forest Lawn Cemetery here in Burbank, California. And today, well, I'm here at work, but also I want to ask Trisha Paytas if she'll do a collaboration with me. Trisha Paytas, if you are listening, allow me to explain what I do and what I'm asking of you. So my name is Lamont. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Lamont at Large. So basically what I do is as follows. I go to cemeteries. I'll talk about how people died, a little bit about their life. I go to crime locations. I go to disaster sites. I do some famous graves. Basically, my channel is predicated on death. I don't believe it's a super morbid channel, but it is a channel on death, and death, of course, is morbid. I always try to find interesting stories in how people have died. I also kind of document some urban crime, or at least I will be getting more into the urban side of things in the very near future. For instance, let me explain really quickly what I do. So this grave right here, as you can see, this is the grave of Rodney King, beloved son, brother, father, grandfather, uncle, cousin, friend. Can we all get along? So some of you guys might remember Rodney King. He was the man that was beaten half to death by the LAPD. And of course, his beating was the catalyst of the riots in Los Angeles, in which more than 60 people died. I was 12 years old, living in Hollywood at the time that it occurred. And a good portion of South Los Angeles, east of La Brea, going down towards Watts, was absolutely destroyed. That was the second riot in this area. The first was the Watts riots back in the mid-60s, I believe. If you see that hillside right over there, there's a young man that's buried there. I did a quick video on it as a part of a Faces in Death series. He was driving his car on the 134 freeway, and he was driving very erratically, according to eyewitnesses. And he was just racing in and out of traffic, just driving very, very crazy. And he ended up crashing his car, and he was not wearing a seatbelt. So his body was ejected because his vehicle started rolling, and his body actually flew onto a highway sign. And this happened to have been either the day of or the day before Halloween. So everybody that was in traffic on the 134 freeway here in the Burbank-Glendale area thought it was a Halloween prop. It was not a prop. This guy's body was hanging halfway off of the sign. I might do a video at a later date and time specifically about that event. And so oftentimes I go to these cemeteries and just kind of talk about how people died. Sometimes I'll already have a story that I looked up, and then I'll go to the location. Sometimes as I walk, I'll just kind of look at interesting stones, in particular if they have pictures. That has always piqued my curiosity as a kid when I would kind of go through cemeteries or what have you. For instance, as I was walking in this area, I seen this a few minutes ago. So this is the final resting place of the Aslanian family. That's Emma, Sophie, and their father, Robert. So they all got into a really, really bad car accident. I believe they were moving across the country, and they came to that border check. I believe it's in El Paso. And Robert was at the wheel right here, and he basically ran into the back of a semi-truck that had stopped, so that he wasn't paying attention. And his two daughters, they both died in the crash. That they must have been driving about 70, 80 miles an hour, and when they hit that truck. The girls died August 20th, 2020, and then the father, he died a month later. And one of the girls had just tweeted right before the accident how her sister and her father were so funny. And that was the last thing that she sent out on social media before they both tragically lost their lives. And very, very beautiful stone right here. And that's basically kind of what I look at, is stuff like that. Some famous, some not so famous. That's basically what I do. Now, I don't know if you remember. So Trisha Paytas, if you don't know who she is, she's pretty big on YouTube. She has several million subscribers. And I watched her because she would do these mukbangs where she would just go to McDonald's and just eat and talk about the food, or she would just talk about whatever. And she was on a podcast. I don't remember the name. But she was actually, because Trisha Paytas is very well known, and she was doing a video, or they were doing something about the Bachelorette, right? Where you would submit saying, hey, you want to go out on a date with Trisha Paytas. And I didn't submit a video, but I had made a video, because I made a couple videos about her, not trolling her, never that. I just made videos talking about her. So I talked about in the video that she was absolutely crazy. And I don't really remember what I said. It wasn't anything bad. I was just saying she's kind of crazy or whatever. And they played that video on that YouTube channel. So they ended up calling me, but I didn't pick up the phone because I was busy working. And so the host of the podcast, he said that I was a scam artist. I don't know why. I don't believe I don't know what I'm trying to scam. So she ended up marrying this guy right here, Moses. That's her husband. They got married recently, and they had a brand new baby. Is that what you call it when you just have a baby, a brand new baby? Malibu, Barbie. I think his last name, I probably shouldn't say it because I would mispronounce it. So she's married and has a kid and all that. So basically, she would do drama videos. That's what I remember. I wouldn't watch those videos because I don't understand what the hell she's talking about. I don't know who these people are that she's speaking of. I kind of wish I did, because then I would talk about them myself. I'm just not interested in real drama videos. But she would do that. And then later on, mainly what she does now is she'll just do like a mukbang. I think she has a podcast now where she interviews people. I haven't caught any episodes of that, but I probably will, just to kind of see what kind of people she's speaking with. And she, I've seen a couple C-list celebrities on her one channel, people that were like reality stars or what have you, with that. So the reason why I want to do a collab with her is because, Trisha Paytas is often looked upon, I believe, on social media as a, I really don't know, because I don't really talk to people who do YouTube. I don't talk to other YouTubers really. So I know she's kind of looked upon as kind of like a, I think she has this, it's hard to say. She does have this persona of being kind of like ditzy and a little bit crazy. And I remember one time I'm doing my laundry. I'm in Texas. I'm working at this hotel. I don't remember what year it was, but I wasn't making any money on YouTube. And I'm in Marble Falls, Texas, right? I'm a dishwasher working at a hotel, and I'm on TV is Dr. Phil, and I see Trisha Paytas on Dr. Phil. I don't know what the hell she was doing on there because the sound wasn't on. I was like, damn, this girl. That I didn't know she was that well known until I seen that. I was like, wow, this girl's really, really well known. So she has a kind of like a valley girl, rich girl, millionaire persona, I'm assuming. And I was interested in meeting her because I thought she would be loads of fun to hang out with. She has a great personality, and I don't know if anybody remembers when I was live on my other channel, she actually called in, and that was really awesome. And I talked her ear to death. She was on the phone with me for at least 30 minutes, and I was surprised because you think, a girl like that, you probably got better things to do. That was a few years ago. And that was one of my that was awesome. That was awesome just to talk to her and just to kind of, know a little bit about her life. I don't know her. And, here's the thing. On YouTube, people, they see you and then they swear they know you. You know what I mean? They don't know you, but they watch your videos, so I can kind of see. I don't know her. I don't know nothing about her. I ain't gonna lie. I've never done a hard Google, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, Bing search on her. I didn't feel the need to. But I would just like to have her on my channel because my channel is a lot different than my other channel, and it's a more serious channel. Most of my videos, practically all of them, are pretty serious in nature and serious in tone. And I would just love for people to see Trisha Paytas in a different light other than, her, going to McDonald's and trying the newest drink or just talking about a bunch of drama and what have you. And I just thought that it would be an interesting collaboration to have her on the At Large channel and just have her. I would love to have lunch with her. And, I know she's married, and this is not a cat call. I'm not at all trying to do that whatsoever. I just thought, as just being, not trying to be friends with her, that's not what I'm saying. Just to have her on my channel, to see how people would see her in a different light, just to take her out of her comfort zone, to take her into outside. Most of her videos, she's inside her house or she's inside her car. So I thought, okay, well, why not have her outside in a cemetery or outside driving around in a bad neighborhood? I would personally love to see her outside of her comfort zone, and I think people would appreciate that. Yeah, Mr. Crow agrees. Mr. Crow, tell me more. So that was my main thing. Listen, look, when it comes to YouTube collaborations, I'm not really interested terribly in reaching out or associating with other YouTubers because they're not going to benefit me, really. Now, of course, having Trisha Paytas on my channel, of course, I'm sure it would benefit me in some which way because people would eventually discover her on my channel. But let me tell you, that is not the intended purpose of this. This is just a very well-known YouTuber that I followed for a period of time, and I just thought that she would do really awesome and we would get along very, very good in person. I get along with everybody personally. I think people would be a little bit surprised. But if I don't, I got a saying, if I don't like you, it's probably because you're an a-hole for real. I mean, or a douchebag or something like that. But I think that Trisha Paytas coming on my channel would actually be, I'm not going to say it's going to benefit her. It won't. It won't benefit her at all. Who am I kidding to even say that? But I think it would just be cool. I'd like to have her on as a special guest. I know she's busy. She's got multiple channels. I'm pretty sure she's got businesses and what have you. And I'm sure she's busy doing stuff all day long. But, so this is just a call out. Hey, listen, I'm going to be in LA for about 3 weeks and then I'm leaving. I'll be back in January, February. Mull it over. Think about it. Don't say yes, don't say no. Just think about it, sit on it. Think about it, maybe give yourself 6 months, maybe give yourself a year, hell, maybe even 2 years, whatever the case might be. If I'm still around at that time and you're interested in giving me a holler, I mean, my email address is tacobellcriminal@gmail.com, tacobellcriminal@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram, Lamont at Large, or what else? I mean, that'd be probably the main way to get a hold of me. And listen, do I expect her to hit me up? No. I told myself, okay, the chances of her actually doing this, I said it was 20%. I don't think it's 0, and I sure as hell don't think it's high. I think there's a 20% chance that she will respond. I think there's a 20% chance that she would be interested, and maybe when she has time in her busy day to give me a few hours, the video would probably take you know, that's the problem. You're asking somebody to stay out in the cemetery for 2 hours. That's a lot to ask somebody, and that's probably what's gonna happen. To be probably 2 hours, but I would have everything already mapped out, so it'd be an easy 2 hours. It'd be a fun 2 hours, and I hope she says yes. I oftentimes don't ask people to collab because I'm not interested, and I am, you know, I will say this: there's 3 collabs I would love to do on YouTube. And like, if I had my wish, Trisha Paytas is probably the number 1, and then number 2 would probably be Bailey Sarian. Just because, well, listen, I ain't gonna lie, she has lots of subscribers, and she would propel me into the universal stardom and fame. And besides that, Bailey Sarian, also, I think she has a great personality, and I think I would get along with her great, but that'll never, ever happen. I don't think she meets anybody. I think she's actually scared of people. But, you know, I think Trisha Paytas, where I see Bailey Sarian being like very, very guarded in her ways, and I don't think she's a people person. I mean, she comes across in her videos as bubbly, but she probably, you know, keeps it pushing. I think Trisha Paytas is a people person, and I think that the way she acts on camera is the way she acts in real life. I don't think she's a fake or a phony. I think that's who she is. And you know, I'm not kissing her butt when I say I'm glad that she found this Moses guy, because he seems, and I don't know him, he could be a total psychopath. I don't know, but I do remember I watched 2 of his videos on his channel Water, and one of the videos was very good. Very, very good. That guy's a very, very deep thinker. And, you know, I will say that video did touch me. Probably you guys wouldn't know this, but it had a very special meaning to me. So after that video, I said, okay, I like this guy. This guy seems like a good guy. Again, who knows? This guy could be nuts. Anyways, all right, well, I'll throw this video out on YouTube. That was the only way I could hit her up, because I don't know how to get a hold of her. She probably gets hundreds of emails a week, and mine would be lost. And so I hope she doesn't think that I'm pressuring her. This is not pressure. You know, hey, if you never did the collab, no one's going to say like, oh, come on. You know, it is what it is. You're busy. You're busy. People have asked me, not a lot, but for collabs, and I'm not interested in working with them. So I kind of know how it is. All right, I'm out of here. I got to get to work. Peace out.